Hello, May class. In today's computing lesson, we are going to be looking at how to use Microsoft Teams again because we are going to be needing it over the next few days. You will be using it to log in to live lessons so that we can have a chat on it. So I'm going to remind you of how to log into it, and then I'm also going to remind you of some of the etiquette, which is the way we behave when we are using Microsoft Teams. So what I would like you to do is pause this video now and go and get your login details. Now, if you remember, these are in the front of your reading records, or you should have them written down somewhere. So please, can you pause the video now, go and get your login details, and then come and sit back down. Okay, once you've got your login details, there are two ways that you can log in to Microsoft Teams. If you have the app downloaded onto your device, you can click on that to open it. If you don't, you will go through Google. So I'm going to show you how to get to Microsoft Teams through Google, and then we're going to talk through logging in to your Microsoft Teams account. So pause the video now and minimize this video, which means make it smaller. Actually, no, don't minimize it. If you are watching on a computer or a laptop, you should be able to open up another window by adding another tab at the top right-hand side of your internet window, and that should just open another page next to the one for YouTube. So go and pause the video now and go and do that for me, please. As you can see, I've opened up Google, and this is how I'm going to get my Microsoft Teams. This is the little tab here that lets you switch between. So if I opened up another window, I could switch between the two windows. So one should have your YouTube video playing, one should have your Google search bar playing. So in here, I'm going to search Microsoft Teams login. Okay, so pause the video now if you need to see how to spell it, but I can spell it out for you. So it's Microsoft, M-I-C-R-O-S-O-F-T, space, Teams, T-E-A-M-S, space, login, L-O-G-I-N. So you should be able to type that and then press enter. Now, your search page should take you here, and the very first thing that I need to use is at the top, and it says log in, and it says Microsoft Teams. So we're going to click on that, just a single click, and it takes you to this page. This page is where you're going to log into or sign in to Microsoft Teams. So I'm going to click on that. Now, you can see that I've used this before, but I'm going to show you what you need to write when you are logging in. So it should look something like this. Okay. What you need to do is you are going to write your first name with no spaces. So first name, then you are going to put a full stop or a dot, and then you are going to put your last name with no spaces. Okay. First name dot last name. Then you are going to do an @ sign, and that may require you to hold down a shift button and push @, and then you need to write Langley Academy Primary.org. So I want you to take a moment to see how I've spelt it. So Langley Academy Primary, then another full stop or a dot, and then org, O-R-G. Okay, so if I'm going to log into mine says melissa.dobson@langleyacademyprimary.org. It's already got my my password saved, so it should come up like that. Then you will enter in your password. It is important for you to make sure that you are not using capital letters if it has not got a capital letter in it. If it has got a capital letter in it, you need to put a capital letter. Okay. Once you've typed in your password, you are going to click sign in. And then just for safety, I'm not going to stay signed in. I'm going to say no. And then I'm just going to wait for it to log in. I'm going to use the web app because I don't want to download the Windows app. And I'm going to carry on, and it should take me to here. Now you will only have one team. I have a few because I'm part of different teams. Yours looks something like this. So you're going to click on May, and it will open up your conversations that you have been having. It'll also open up your assignments that have been given and anything else. So, a few things that we need to remember when we are using Microsoft Teams. The first thing is, when you log on, you need to make sure that your camera is off. We do not have our cameras off while we are talking. The cameras are switched off, please. So the quickest way to do that is if you move your little mouse and you see at the bottom here, there is something by a mute button and it says stop video. So your video needs to be off. You will still be able to hear what is being said. You will still be able to see me, but your video needs to be off. Your microphone also needs to be off. So you need to be on mute and you need to have your videos off. We will have time during the lesson for you to switch on your microphones when you need to ask questions. We will have time for you to switch your cameras on, but while I am talking, while we are teaching, your videos need to be off and your microphones need to be muted. So please remember that when you are logging in. Remember that you shouldn't be sharing your password with your friends. It's okay for your adults to have your password to make sure in case you forget they can help you log in, but it is important that you keep your password safe. We switch our cameras off also to make sure that we are keeping safe. And then we also make sure that we are not talking to other people online that we do not know who they are. So that simple internet safety that we have done before, I want you to think about what we've taught you before about who we talk to online. Is it safe to be talking to people online that we don't know? No, it isn't. We don't share our information. We don't share information with people we don't know. We don't talk to people we don't know. Even if we are on a game and someone asks me a question, you immediately go and tell an adult. So we will be doing a little bit more about internet safety, but for now, I want you to remember how to log into that. I set you a challenge. If you haven't logged into your Microsoft Teams, go and log into your Microsoft Teams and see if you can find the winter challenge that I assigned you before the holidays.